Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Navy Midshipmen taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Give to the running back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The 49ers are on the move. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. The throw. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. The 11th play of this opening drive. They face a third and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Buchanan. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Clemens. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option, they bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that is your job. Your line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Fights off a defender. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Here comes the option. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now on the option. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. It's a draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move, he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run the option. They knock him down right there. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Navy will have to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback adapting. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets away. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
Well, dime personnel package comes on the field and they do their job, right? They take away all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go for him with the football throwing it, but they rally to him. They use their speed to not prevent an explosive play on the scramble. These guys probably now coming off the field in case this offense decides to go for it here on the 4th.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big, wide.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, 49ers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
He'll ride his man on the option.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB isn't going to run that. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's Jones. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll pull it down. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Niners.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte.
And the 49ers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Navy offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10.
That man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The 49ers getting set on first and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Charlotte! And the pummeling has started. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 21 to Utah. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The option look. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
Unloads it downfield. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Charlotte. And the beatdown has ensued. And the point after is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The give on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the returner is stopped. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Working that left side now. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Line getting set on second down. Here comes the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Second down coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, wants to throw it. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air, trying to get behind the defense. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He's not afraid to go deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After the misfire, now on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the single back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the catch. Touchdown Niners. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got his man quickly.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller...
Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Charlotte. And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to go up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return, it's Jones. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the left. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Charlotte. And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're bringing heat. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Ready to fire from the pistol. He's going to pass on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He makes a catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's Jones. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive.
Looking for a huge play. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Charlotte 77. Navy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a...
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the 49ers will move the sticks. Here comes the offense on first down.
That's another Charlotte.
He's looking to throw it. Steps away. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over this.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Will take over. First and 10.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.